So in the last class, we have seen about an introduction to the Hebrew verbs, and we have seen that Hebrew verbs have 7 stems, and Kal stem is the basic stem, and under each stem you have different tenses, and the Kal stem will have all the tenses like perfect, imperfect, narrative, imperative, infinitive, and participle. So today we are going to concentrate on the Kal perfect conjugation, or so to say Kal stem in that perfect tense. So if you remember correctly, in the last class I have mentioned that the Hebrew verbs will appear in the lexicon as Kal imperfect third masculine singular. Okay, so that is 3 consonants, 2 syllables, the first syllable carrying commas and the second syllable carrying fatha. Now, if you see to the basic root word, the endings will be added, and the endings will indicate us which person, gender, and number, the verbal conjugation belong to. So, for example, third masculine singular is the basic form which appears in the lexicon, which is the 3 consonants with 2 vowels. And then the third feminine singular, to that 2 consonants, 3 consonants, and 2 vowels, you see the commas K will be added, third feminine singular. And then for the second masculine singular, you will see ta will be added. Second feminine singular, tau and the shiva will be added. First common singular, tau followed by hirakyot will be added. And then third common plural shurak. That means for third common plural means for masculine and feminine the same form. Second masculine plural, tem. Second feminine plural, ten. First common plural, no. Let me explain this to you with an example. So in order to memorize the verbal conjugations, we will be using a paradigm verb. Okay, so that is katal, kof, kamet, tet, pata, lamet. And that is the third masculine singular form. So Kal perfect third masculine singular form, katal. So now after adding the endings, how it will be pronounced and how it will be translated. That's what we are going to see. The katal, katela, katalta, katal. Okay, so here if you see 2 shivas are there, so the second shiva will not be pronounced. So it is just for the indication purpose. So it is katal, 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 then katal ti, katelu, plurals, katelu, ketalten, ketalten, katel no. All right, so katel, katela, katelta, katel, katelti, katelu, ketalten, ketalten, katel no. All right, so katel, third masculine singular meaning he killed. That is the basic meaning. Katela, third feminine singular meaning she killed. Katelta, second masculine singular meaning you killed. Katel, second feminine singular meaning you killed. Katelti, first common singular meaning I kill. I kill. So if you see here, katel becomes katela when comet a is added. Katel becomes katelta when tau and comet are added. Katel becomes katelt when tau and shiva are added. Katel becomes katelti when tau with hirakyot are added. And in the plural form, Kachelu, Shurak is added, okay, to Kachel. Then Ketalchem, second masculine plural, meaning you kill. The ending is chem. So to Kachel, chem is added, so it becomes Ketalchem. Then for feminine plural, second feminine plural, it is Ketalchem, chem, meaning you kill. First common plural, Kachel nu. Okay, nu is added. All right. So what will be confusing here is the vocalization, the vowel changes. Okay, so that's what I'm going to explain to you now. So this is called perfect conjugation, which is the basic verbal conjugation in Hebrew, which you have to by heart memorize. So in the next class, when I ask, you have to say Katil, Katila, Katilta, Katil, Katilti, Katilu, Ketaltem, Ketalten, Katilmu. Katil, Katila, Katilta, Katil, Katilti, Katilu, Ketaltem, Ketalten, Katilmu. Okay, so this is the paradigm, and this same root we will be using for imperfect, imperative, and for the other stems as well. Okay, so we have to be a little careful in that. Now, let us understand why these vowel changes are taking place when the endings are added. So first step in forming the call perfect inflection is to begin with the third masculine singular form and to prepare to add the various suffixes to it. So the third person masculine singular is Kachal. The second step is to divide the suffixes into two groups, those that begin with vowel and those that begin with consonant. Okay, so the vocalization will be depending upon the endings. So if you see here, there are endings which are beginning with vowels. There are endings which are beginning with consonants. For example, third feminine singular beginning with a vowel, Kamatske. Third common plural beginning with a vowel, Shurak. But the remaining, endings like ta, tau, ti, ten, ten, nu, all these are beginning with consonants. So we'll be dealing with the endings that are beginning with vowels separately and the endings that are beginning with consonants separately. There are two vocalic suffixes in the perfect inflections of verbs. They are Kamatske, which is third feminine singular, and Shurak, which is third common plural. When the vocalic suffixes are added to, that is, Kamatske is added to Kachal, okay, so the result should be Kachala. Okay, the result should be Kachala. Kof, Kamets, Te, Pata, Lamet, Kamets, and Ke. All right. Okay, now let us see why it is becoming Katela. That means the second consonant which is carrying Pata is becoming simple vocal Shiva. Okay. Now, before adding the endings, Kachal is bisyllabic word. So ka is one syllable, chal is another syllable. So what happens here? Chal is a closed syllable. So in a closed syllable, you can have short vowel. It is not a problem. Now after adding Kamatske, it becomes ka cha la, where two syllables are becoming three syllables. Ka is one syllable, cha is another syllable, and la is another syllable. So the problem here is, in an open unaccented syllable, okay, in an open unaccented syllable, you should have long vowel. But in this case, you see there is a short vowel, which is pata. So because of that, the pata is reduced to simple vocal Shiva. Okay, pata is reduced to simple vocal Shiva. So after reduced to simple vocal Shiva, what happens? There is a need for method. Okay, maybe in this you don't see that in the notes which I have posted here, but in the next display you will see that. Now the end part will be ka te la. Tet will carry simple vocal shiva instead of pata. And then since that simple vocal shiva has to be pronounced, that kamats will carry methek. Look at this display. Ka te la. So because of methek, we can understand that this is not a silent shiva. If there is no methek, this will be considered as kamats katu. Because the kamats in an unaccented closed syllable is a kamats katu. So it is not kamats hatu, but an kamats because of the presence of methek. And the other rule here is, if methek will be placed along with a long vowel or short vowel before the simple vocal shiva. If you recollect those rules, you will understand. Right? Methek rules. All right. So that is how Kartal plus kamats A, which initially became Katala, has become here Katela. Right? Now coming to the third common plural, here also the same principle. It will be Katalu. And again, tet with pata will become open syllable with a short vowel that has to be reduced to simple vocal shiva. And again, methek will be placed along with kamats in order to state that it is the next shiva which is placed after it is a simple vocal shiva. So that's how the vowel changes are taking place with regard to the suffixes which are beginning with vowels. Any doubt in this? How Katel becomes Katela and Katelu? All right. Now, let us move on to the endings which are beginning with consonants. Okay, endings which are beginning with consonants. Now, if you see here, second masculine singular, second feminine singular, okay, and first common plural, okay, right? They all fall under one category. Second masculine singular, second feminine singular, first common singular, and first common plural. Okay, I'll let you know why they are like that. Okay, why? Because in Katalta, it is one consonant, but in Ketal stem, okay, stem can form a separate, syllable, and it is a separate syllable after. So that means even separately, if it is written, it is carrying a separate syllable, which is a closed syllable, not a open syllable. Okay, now let us try to understand how the endings are added and what changes will take place when we have, the suffixes that are beginning with consonants. So the silent shiva functions as a syllable divider. So in all these places, if you see, second masculine singular, second feminine singular, first common singular, second masculine plural, second feminine plural, and first common plural. What is common here in all these conjugations or inflections or declensions is that the third letter from the root consonant, that is Kartal, Lamat, it is carrying a Shiva. That is not a vocal Shiva, but it is a silent Shiva. Okay, so Kartal Ta, Kartal, Kartal Ti, Ketal Tem, Ketal Tal, okay, Kartal. So Lamat is ending the syllable here. So that is something which is common, which you can see in all these declensions. So a silent Shiva will appear in the third consonant of the root word when the endings are added, especially those endings which are beginning with consonants. Thus, when the consonant suffixes ta is added, it is kartal, written as kartal, kartal ta. Okay, so initially you see there is no simple silent Shiva, but later on the silent Shiva is added. Okay, so that is the same thing with all these declensions. Okay, but chem and chen, if you see, chem and chen, if you see, there is a difference. In chem and chen, they have different form altogether. Why they have different form? If you see second masculine plural, second feminine plural, the initial comets is reduced to simple vocal Shiva. That is because of the presence of the separate syllable in the last, that is chem and chen. So among the consonantal suffixes, only chem and chen take the accent. Since the shift in accent, the suffix syllable causes the nearest preceding syllable to open syllable to for vocalization process, and you see chem and chen are added. So if you see here in other places, for example, look at second masculine singular, kartal ta. Second feminine singular, kartal. First common singular, kartal ti. But if you see here, second masculine plural and second feminine plural, it should be kartal same only, but then the number of syllables are increasing, and then the last syllable is receiving the accent, and that is why the first syllable, kamas, has been reduced to simple vocal Shiva. All right. So it may not be easy for us to understand in the beginning, but in the course of time, you will understand. Only thing I wanted you to do here is that memorize this paradigm as it is. Memorize this paradigm as it is. Kartel, kartela, kartelta, kartel, kartelti, kartelu, ketaltem, ketalten, kartelu. So this is called perfect conjugation. Right? Now, how a call perfect conjugation is translated? Number one, the call perfect conjugation can be translated as simple action completed in the past. Okay. Now, Davis Benson, can you read this phrase? Hello, Davis.
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Alkane, Kare, Ha.
Okay, very good. Method is missing there. I'm sorry. Alkane, Karaya, then.
Shemo,
Mm-hmm.
Ra.
That is not that is not race. That is
Da,
color.
Dan. Yeah.
Okay. Once again, please read.
Alkane, Kare, Al, Ah, Seno, Da.
Okay. Alkane, Karaya, because the K cannot be pronounced, there is no matik. So Karaya, Shemo, Dan. Okay. So Davis, can you trace out which one is the verb here? Manoj?
Ha,
Yeah, Davis. Go ahead. Davis. Go ahead, please.
Kare, that.
Kare, okay. So
Kareya.
Kareya. So when I come across this one, then I go back to this paradigm. I remember. Okay, Katel, Katela, Katelta, Katelta. So it is Katela. So that means call, perfect, third, masculine, singular. Okay, that is the form here. Call, perfect, third, masculine, singular from the root
And
word kara.
feminine.
Sorry, third feminine singular. Yeah, call, perfect, third feminine singular from the root word kara, meaning he called. Okay, so this is what we have to analyze the verb. So when you come across like this, when I ask you to parse or analyze this verb, you should say call, perfect, third feminine singular from the root word kara, meaning he called. And here it is translated as she called because this is third feminine singular. So therefore she called. Al name is therefore she called his name. Shemo is what? Shemo is a combination of what? Manoj?
It is a pronominal suffix with shem, no?
Exactly.
Shemo.
So it is a
Name.
noun with the third masculine singular
Masculine, singular,
pronominal suffix.
suffix.
Okay, so Dan is the place name, right? So this is a simple sentence where we see a verb which is called perfect, third feminine singular, translated as simple action completed in the past. The majority of the call perfect conjugation will be translated as simple action completed in the past. Here there is another phrase. Neville,
Yes, sir.
please read this.
Ibu Nadanta Li Min Haetz.
Okay, how do you read the first word?
Hiv.
Exactly, you. Then the second word?
Hiv. Natena Li.
Nathena li, very good.
Nathena Li Min Haetz.
Very good. Okay. So how it is translated here?
She gave to me from the tree.
Okay. Which one is the verb here? Any idea?
Nathena from Nathan. Third person feminine singular.
Okay.
Kal.
So yes. So the explanation should be call perfect. That is first
Kal
stem.
perfect.
Yeah, first stem, then tense, then person gender number. Call
Kal
perfect.
perfect third person feminine singular.
From the root word.
Nathan.
Meaning.
He gave.
Very good. Okay. Now there is a question for you since you answered correctly. What is give?
Okay. What is?
The first word.
Who is she?
Okay.
Sorry, he is she.
He is only she, right? But here
Yeah.
Bob is there. Bob is there. Why? Any idea?
No, sir.
Okay. This is actually independent personal pronoun. Third independent personal pronoun.
Third feminine.
Third feminine
Third
singular.
person feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I have mentioned this to you.
Yeah, you have mentioned it.
Yeah, in Pentateuch you will come across he like this in many places. Okay, so don't be confused with this. This is actually he only, but in the place of yod you have vav. All right.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
All right. So here also you see call perfect is translated as simple action completed in the past. Now, Reverend Jogu,
Sir.
can you read this phrase?
Shit. Barashet. Bara. Bara. Barashet. Bara. Allah. Elohim.
Okay, very easy.
Okay, sir. Sir?
What is the translation given here? Can you read the English translation?
Sir, in the beginning, God created, sir.
Okay. So this is the first verse of the Bible which you have already read.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
which
Yes,
one
sir.
which
Yes,
one
sir.
is the verb here?
Sir, sir, Barashet. Bara. Elohim. Sir, in English, created. Sir, sir, this Santron, sir, bara, sir.
Okay, very good. Para is the verb. So how will we pass that? Katel, katela, katelta. Is this fits under which category?
Sir, cartel. Sir, the second one is cartella, sir.
How come katela?
Final. So the final.
No.
All of.
No.
Okay, sir.
It is katel only. Call perfect third masculine singular from the root word bara. Here commas is there because of vocalization purpose. The last letter is guttural.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
That is why instead of pata you
Guttural.
have.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Okay, sir.
call perfect third masculine singular from the root word bara meaning he created. Okay, so Bereshit bara
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Elohim yet hashamayim ve'et ha'aret. That is the full phrase.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So friends, now the second way of translating
Thank you, sir.
Perfect tense is that a perfect may be translated as past perfect. When I say past perfect, action completed prior to a point of reference in the past time. This is the second way how a perfect conjugation can be translated. Call perfect conjugation can be translated. But most of the way how it will be translated is simple action completed in the past. Apart from this, the second way is it is translated as past perfect, action completed prior to the point of reference in the past tense. Manoj, can you read this?
Vadunai Pakad Et Sara Kasher
Ka'asher.
Ka-Asher Amar.
Very good. Translation.
And the Lord visited Sarah as he had said.
Okay. So the second one is the past perfect translation. Yeah. So now which are the verbs here, Manoj?
Amar and Pakad.
Very good. Parsing. Okay, so when I say parsing, that means giving the
Carl
grammatic.
perfect.
Yeah,
Carl
perfect.
perfect masculine singular.
First, call
Pakad.
perfect. Call perfect.
Carl perfect. Pakad is the same root word, no?
Yes,
And
yes.
masculine
So,
singular.
yes, yes. So you should say call perfect third masculine singular.
Third masculine singular. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
from the
same thing
root
for
word.
the other one.
Yeah, from the root word. Pakat
Pakad.
meaning. Pakat
Pakad meaning
means.
visited. He visited.
Yeah, Amar.
Carl perfect third masculine singular from Amar meaning he said.
Okay, so now why there is commas instead of pata? Reason is that is
Right.
atna. That is atna. Atna, see, because of atna, it is in the postal form. Okay, that is atna. That is why pata is extended to or lengthened to commas. All right, very good. Now, Hena,
Yes, sir.
please read this phrase.
Naptenu lo yet yet ha'ir asher sha'al shal.
Okay, Sha'al, right. The first one is right. Translation.
They gave him the city which he had asked.
Okay. Which are the verbs here?
Oops. Naptenu.
Okay. Parsing.
First person.
No, no,
Oh,
no, no. That is
third
not the way.
person.
No, no, no. There is a formula.
Sir.
There is a formula. There is a way to.
Okay. Kal.
Yeah. Hmm.
Kal. Imperfect.
No, imperfect. We haven't started.
Okay. Sorry. Perfect. Kal. Perfect. Third.
First person
Third.
plural.
Third person plural.
First
First
person
person.
plural. No, 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 no. Cartel, cartela, cartelta, cartel, cartelti, cartelu.
Third person plural.
Third common plural. Okay.
Third.
Yeah, third common plural. If you see here, Katelu. Okay, third common plural, which is for both masculine and feminine. Okay, Katelu. So that's what appearing here. Natenu. Okay, Kal, perfect, third common plural from the root word Nathan, meaning he gave. Which one is the other verb here?
Sha'al.
Very good. Again, parsing.
Kal. Kal. Perfect. First. No. Third. Third.
From the translation, you can know.
Third.
From the translation, you can easily identify.
Yes, sir. Third person.
Third
Singular.
masculine singular. Masculine singular. Third masculine
Masculine.
singular. From the root word sha'al, meaning he asked. So here it is translated as past perfect. Action completed in the past prior to the point of reference. Right? In the past time. All right. So this is the second way how call perfect conjugation can be translated. There is another way. Third way of translating. It can be also translated into present tense. But when it will be translated into present tense? When that particular verb is a verb of perception attitude, disposition, or mental or physical state of being. If a verb falls under these categories, then it can be translated into present tense. Usually, call perfect is translated into past tense. And here it is translated into present tense because it comes under the category of either perception, attitude, disposition, mental or physical state of being. Songli, can you read the first example under this category?
Yes, sir. Where Derek Shalom Lo Ya Ya Yadu
Yada,
YAD Ya Ya Yadu or
Yada'u, Yada'u, Yada'u. Okay, so
Yadau.
all right. So what is the English translation?
And the way of the beast they do not know.
Okay, all right. So way direct and the way of peace. Okay, so this is construct absolute relationship. The way of peace. All right. Lo is negative particle. Okay, so sometimes when a negative connotation should be added to a phrase, then lo, which is the meaning of lo is not. That is placed before the verb. Which one is the verb here? Only.
Yadau.
Very good. Parsing.
It's called perfect.
Mhm.
Third common plural.
Very good. So call perfect third common plural from the root word yada, meaning
Yada.
what is the meaning?
Is it remember?
He knew. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Another example, Eric.
Hine ata zakanta.
Zakanta. Very good. Translation.
Behold, you are old.
All right. Which one is the verb here?
Zakanta.
Okay. Parsing.
Kal perfect. Second person masculine singular of Zakan.
Meaning.
I am old. Oh no, he was old.
All right. Yeah. So now you can remember what I have said when we started learning about the verbs. The same root can be used to formulate an adjective and also a verb. There is an adjective, right, in this from the same root. Geeta madam, is there any adjective from the same root? No. Manoj, what is that?
Zakhan.
Okay, Zakin. Zakin. That is old.
Zakhan
Yeah,
means
old.
old.
Old. All right. Okay. Very good. Hine is behold. Okay, that's a particle. Ata is, as you know, it's an independent personal pronoun. Okay. Second masculine. Super. So here it is referring to physical state of being, old. Okay, so it is translated here into present tense. In the previous sentence also, present tense. Okay, one more example. Sandra, would you like to read? Nirmala? Nirmala Devi? Please read.
Ahabiti,
Ahavji. It is not Ahaviti, it is Ahavji. That's silent Shiva. Then
Ketekim,
it came.
Ketekim, Amar,
Okay.
Yahweh,
Adonai. Okay. Translation.
I love or have loved, you say the Lord.
Yeah, I love you, says the Lord. Okay, so here, which one is the verb here? Which one is the verb here in this phrase? Can you identify the verbs here in this phrase?
Ahab,
Okay, what is the parsing of that? Katal, katela, katelta, katelt, katelti, katelti. So what is that? Parsing? Call perfect first common singular from the root word ahab, he love. Another verb is also there, amar. Okay, call perfect third masculine singular from the root word he said. Okay, amar, he said. All right. So here also, friends, if you see, it is referring to the present tense. All right. Okay, so the first one is, first category is, it will be translated as simple action completed in the past. The second category, past perfect action completed prior to the point of reference in the past time. Third category, it can be translated into present tense. Present tense when the verb is referring to a perception, attitude, disposition, or physical or mental state of being. And finally, it can also be translated into future tense. How? When you see a verb conjunction before the perfect conjugation, remember, always perfect conjugation is translated as action completed in the past. But if it carries a verb conjunction, then it will be translated into future tense. Costa, please read. Costa. Okay, Davis. Davis. Eric.
Wushamaru B'nai Israel et HaShabbat.
Very good. Translation.
And the people of Israel shall keep the Sabbath.
All right. So which one is the verb here?
Wushamaru.
Okay. And the parsing?
So it's Kal perfect with verb conjunction. Third common plural
From the
from
root word.
Shamar, he kept.
All right. Super. Okay. So again, another thing what we see here is Bene Israel. It is a construct absolute relationship. Bene. When the plural nouns, masculine plural nouns are kept in the construct state, you will see Tereyot in the place of Hirakyot and final. And what is this yet, Eric? What is this yet? Yet in the last
Um,
verb.
It shows the direct object of the verb.
Exactly. So the object marker is that. Super. All right. Last example. Manoj.
Veshakhaveti,
Carve.
Veshakhavti, Im evote,
Avotai.
avotai,
Translation.
avotai.
Translation.
And I
Please.
shall lie down with my ancestors.
Super. Verb.
Shakhavti, Veshakhavti,
Okay. Passing.
Kal perfect, first common singular, Shakhav,
From the root word.
he
Shaka.
lied down.
Okay. Super. So if you see here
Shakhav,
so the meaning of lying down here in Hebrew has several connotations. So here it is referring to not to be buried.
very good.
Yeah, so that is the connotation which is used here. All right. So the point here is when verb conjunction appears before call perfect conjugation, it will be translated into future tense. All right. So that's all for today. You will be receiving, a very easy homework. That means you have to memorize this paradigm, cartel, cartella, cartelta, and so on. And then I will be, listing out some of the verbs in the homework, and you will use those verbs. I have given the verbs along with their meanings, and you will be conjugating those verbs as call perfect, conjugation. For example, like marshal, meaning he ruled. Marshal, marshalla, marshalta, marshal, marshalti, marshallo, meshaltim, meshalten, marshalno. Shamer, Shamer, Shamera, Shamerta, Shamer, Shamerti, Shameru, Shemartem, Shemartem, Shamerta. So next class, not only that you will be, reciting this paradigm, but if I give you any verb, you should be in a position to conjugate. All right, the call perfect conjugation. All right, thank you. Good night. See, so are we meeting on Saturday? All right. Okay. So we will not, take more time. In the next class, what I will be dealing with? I will be dealing with some other thing related to the verbs only. Okay. So because we will not be going beyond the call perfect conjugation. So this is our last grammatical theme in the first level. All right. So nothing new will be taught. Anything that is related to call perfect will be taught. All right. So thank you. See you on Saturday evening. Good night.
Thank you.